It's been a big week for updates and releases in the world of Microsoft Flight Simulator. We have new development updates from the Microsoft team with updates to the wish list. So let's not waste any more time and jump straight into the video. Kicking off this week's previews and announcements, and this first one just missed last week's video, and that's PMDG with the announcement that the next 737 update will include their EFB tablet that we've been long awaiting for. No release date has been confirmed at this stage, however the team have been working on the internal date and are now preparing the build for the release. PMD did mention that PC simmers will receive the update before simmers over on the marketplace due to the delays in the marketplace intake and the backlog list. As for the 777, PMDG hope to have the 777 in beta testing by the end of September, but it's now slipped back a little bit. They did mention that they are incredibly pleased with how the project is all coming together, and the handling characteristics of the 777 is unmatched to any other airliner. There is no details of when we'll see the first 777 previews, but the team said things are coming together nicely. FS Reborn releases their trailer for their in-development Piper M500 aircraft. The project is nearing the finishing line and is set to release sometime soon. The trailer showcases some of the key features FS Reborn are planning on bringing with the release to help stand out from the rest of the turboprops that are out on the marketplace. One of those is the Black Square TBM 850, which just released, and the pending SimWorks Studios PC12. The turboprop deliveries are really heading up in the sim at the moment. The trailer showcases details of the aircraft, including a fully operational EFB that can import flight plans from SimBrief, passenger behavior simulations, VIP transportation, and fuel truck transportation. FS Reborn has mentioned that the M500 is a project that is more than just an aircraft. It's a stepping stone towards creating a more immersive, realistic, engaging platform for their future products. FS Reborn's M500 expect to release later in October or early November. The Hype Performance Group this week confirmed they are releasing their Airbus H160 helicopter later this month. The release is planned to be exclusive over on their website. The team is planning to release both a civilian and a luxury variant when it's released. And over on their product page, the team mentions that the H160 will come with a highly detailed 3D model, textures and animations, advanced avionics detail systems, detailed custom sound set, native Microsoft Flight Simulator helicopter flight model with a augmented AFCS and Vortex ring stair augmentation, hopefully I said that correctly, and a detail for Axis autopilot. The H160 is VR ready to go upon release, and as I mentioned, the H160 is scheduled to be released later in the month, which will be the 27th of October. If you are enjoying the content, bosh the like button, and also if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. We're on our road to 100,000 subscribers, and we'd love to have you on board so we can meet this milestone. Thank you very much for your support. In some other flight sim news, which is not Microsoft Flight Simulator related, Airport Sim is set to release next week on October the 19th. The sim is set to release on Steam initially and eventually make its way over to Xbox Series X and S. If you are unfamiliar with Airport Sim, it's a sim that allows you to take a role on as ground crew at an airport and complete all the necessary tasks to deboard and onboard a airliner. There's different game modes such as scenario, free to play, co-op, multiplayer. There will be operations at 4 different airports upon release, being Warsaw, Keflavik, Riga, and Key West airports. Manage up to 15 different vehicles alongside Airbus's A320 Neos and 737 Maxes. Airport Sim itself has been in development for some time now, and it's been supported by MK Studios, who have been developing airports in the flight sim industry for many years. Airport Sim will definitely let you live out the day-to-day of what happens behind the scenes to get an airliner ready and turned around for its next flight. I'll leave a link in the description. If you want to check out our first look at the Airport Sim demo a little while back, check out that video, and it is out next week. Taxiing over to this week's release news, Fly Tampa, who are known for their detail airports, released Amsterdam Schiphol Airport for Microsoft Flight Simulator. The airport is located 9 kilometers southwest of the Amsterdam city, and it's the world's busiest airport passenger-wise, with almost 72 million passengers passing through its gates in 2019. The airport is a hub for KLM fleet, along with its regional affiliate airline, which is KLM City Hopper. Other airliners you will see flying in and out of Amsterdam is there's the Corridon, Dutch Airlines, Martin Air, Transylvania, and TUI and EasyJet. Fly Tampa's version of the airport comes with the 2023 layout of the airport, modeled with PBR materials, detailed surroundings with custom buildings, custom terrain including 3D tunnels and bridges, animated aprons, and local road traffic, dynamic lighting, and animated jetways. You can pick up your copy of Fly Tampa's Amsterdam Airport directly from their store or the Sim Market store. I'll leave a link in the description below. Our next release for the week is from Mario Noriega. Hopefully I said that correctly and I pronounced it okay. This week he's released the Riviera FN333 for Microsoft Flight Simulator. The Riviera is a 1950s single push engine light amphibian aircraft originally produced by the Italian aviation company Marchetti. First flew in 1952 with only 20 of these unique aircraft built. They were still in service up to 2010 from the research I could find, but you may be able to still see them flying around today. The Riviera measures 23 feet in length with a wingspan of 34 feet, and it's powered by a Continental 470P that produces over 260 horsepower with a 3-blade consistent speed propeller. Features included with the release is the amphibian water spray, visual and sound effects, retractable wing floats, functional anchor system, reversible propeller, in-sim checklist. Full documents have been included of the aircraft, and you can pick up your copy of the Riviera 333 from Mario Noriega. Hopefully again I said that correctly. Directly from the AnyBuild store. I'll leave a link in the description below. The 747-800 has been receiving a lot of love and attention from the Microsoft team of late with some really great updates. The team over in South Oak Co have taken advantage of that and released a new add-on called Real Effects for the Boeing 747, which adds new effects to the default aircraft. The package includes 11 different visual effects for the 747. Some of those include engine intake vortices, engine strake vortices, wing condensation, engine intake condensation, engine jet blast from the rain and snow, engine fires, engine APU startup, smoke, and more. South Oak Co mentions this is a revolutionary for flight simmers, pushing the boundaries of what is possible with the simulator. They also mentioned that the effects will only appear on the aircraft when they would only appear in real life using laws and physics in the sim. The team mentions that the product is compatible with most 747 liveries and other enhancement packages, including the Salty Simulation 747 mod. Real effects for the Boeing 747-800 from South Oak Co is available through the Sim Market store. As usual, I'll leave a link in the description below. Apex Gaming PCs and the Oz Flight Simmer channel have partnered up to create a range of gaming flight simmer PCs tailored to flight simulation pilots in mind. The private pilot and the commercial pilot range has been designed to provide a great frame rates if you are on a budget or if you're an experienced simmer and want to take your simming to the next level. You can even customize to suit your virtual pilot needs. Links in the description below if you want to check out the new range of Oz Flight Simmer PCs, the private pilot and the commercial pilot. In some other release news, and this one is a freeware aircraft. Normally we focus on payware products in these types of videos, but when we have a great freeware add-on release, we like to give it a mention, and it comes from Alibaba releasing the OV10 Bronco back in late September, and it's already seen 2 updates since its release. The OV10 Bronco is a twin-engine, twin-tailboom, multi-purpose airplane developed in 1968. It was developed for reconnaissance, forward air control, and light transportation missions. It's a single-seat aircraft with another seat for observation or instruction. The aircraft was well known for its versatility and capabilities as the ability to fly low and slow. The development on this one is still a work in progress with a list of known issues published on the site, but they seem to be working through these with frequent updates, and this is an aircraft that is free for PC users. I will leave a link in the description below if you'd like to check out a review of the OV10 Bronco from the AvAngel YouTube channel, and why not, while you're over there, drop some subscribes or subscriptions while you are there. You can pick up your copy of OV10 Bronco from the Alibaba, if I said that correctly, over at the flightsim.to store for PC. Links in the description below. Moving over to this week's Flight Sim update news, the Microsoft team mentioned in this week's blog update they are very busy working on the next updates for the sim, which is the next world update and the next local legend aircraft. Both of these releases are still on schedule to be released later this month on October the 31st. This week, we were treated with updates for the active development and wishlist updates. With the latest active development update, the Microsoft team mentioned that we'll see updates scheduled for City Scenes 1, World Update 10 and World Update 9 sceneries, as well as Gaia Simulations is nearly finished the updates for the Canadian cities, and hopefully these will all make World Update 15. If not, these updates will be pushed back to November. The Scenery Gateway tool is still on schedule for World Update 15, but again, most likely it will be pushed back to a later date. This is due to sign-offs needed by the Microsoft Privacy and Accessibility team to sign those off. And the Microsoft Flight Simulator team did mention in the last development livestream that they're finished with the development when it comes to the Scenery Gateway tool. They're just waiting for these sign-offs, and it may continue getting pushed back until that's done. Stability, performance, and memory improvements are still scheduled for the Sim Update 14, along with snow coverage improvements, atmospheric lighting improvements, multiplayer improvements, points of interest updates for World Update number 7, 12, and 13, and Game of the Year fixes, as well as the release for the enhanced Cirrus SR22 G6 aircraft from Working Title, and the new Airbus A320neo that is being developed from Any Builds will be released as well. Some improvements to bugs when it comes to the ATC are expected with Sim Update 14, but we'll see more bug fixes for ATC in up and coming later updates. This week there were some minor changes to the wishlist update as well. Nothing really worth mentioning this week, but we are expecting to see more updates become more frequent around the wishlist and the active development list. As the Microsoft team mentions, they are placing more of a focus on it. In this week's backlog list, we've seen a reduction in the total of new products, down by 4 to 401. Aircraft are down by 2, but there's still 95 aircraft on the list, but there has been some movements of the projects to the last 2 functioning testing steps, so we may see some more aircraft releasing in the next couple of weeks. Missions are down by 9, sceneries are up by 4, liveries are up by 12, and airports are down by 8. Others have dropped down by 1. This week on the marketplace, we've seen 56 new products. 27 of these are on PC and 29 of these are on Xbox. There is only 1 new aircraft released this week, which is the Quick Flight Spirit, which was released on a PC just a few weeks back and now is available on the marketplace for both PC and Xbox. The other 55 products are made up this week on the marketplace releases are 6 livery packs, 1 environmental and night lighting pack for runways, 4 excursion packs, and 19 sceneries and airports. And a bunch of aircraft updates have made the list this week, so it's worth looking at your content manager to see if you've got an update to a previous purchased aircraft. If you are enjoying this video, please make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the video if you haven't. We also stream at least 3 times a week, so if you want to join us in some multiplayer flights when it comes to GA or airliners or whatever, we would love to see you in the skies with us.